What's up, folks? Hey, this is Shale and Dex here for another podcast in the dreary, dark city of Masson.
Except it's not dark because it's 7 o'clock in the evening, but yep.
Yeah. Well, I mean, on the bus ride over here, I got stuck in this really, bad snow shower that was, huge chunks of snow just falling out of nowhere. None of it stuck, but it was, just a flash shower.
I don't think it was that bad. I was there too, but it wasn't.
Yeah, but out by MATC. Yeah, out by MATC.
Yeah, it's very close. It's not that far.
Yeah. So here's some things we're here going to announce. Me and Dex are establishing our own website, our own forums.
Yeah, it's in the works, but it's definitely in the works. It's not functional quite yet, but in time.
We're calling it the Travelers Inn, which is a place where nerds, gamers, role players can all gather, trade stories, create their own RPG threads, share ideas with another. Networking for nerds, pretty much is what it is, right?
Yeah, so if you're in the Madison area, yeah, definitely keep a lookout for that.
Yeah. People can share stories, join in on role-playing guilds. They can talk about, guilds can use it as a place for chat for their, real-world games like ESO, all that shit. And if you just want to start your own story or thread, you can go on there and, 5 people come and join up with you. Now, on to the real show. Here's something I want to ask you.
Yep,
What's your opinion on It, the original It?
The original It, when I first saw it, I was creeped out, and it was something that my friends and I would be like, oh yeah, that's a really, really creepy movie.
Yeah.
For a couple reasons. One, I think that, I think we were talking about this earlier, the art style,
just how cheesy and crappy it was made it more scary.
Yeah, it was so cheesy and crappy, kind of like a circus, and that just freaked me out, right?
Yeah, I mean, the book is way scarier than the movie.
The book is messed up.
Yeah, my cousin is this pretty little weirdo who I love to death, but he literally he'll say it quotes while we're playing Dead Space, just to scare the living shit out of me.
I mean, yeah, that's who the book is written in. What I don't remember what year, but
70s.
70s, right? Yeah. So some of the things they talk about are just messed up. Don't they run a train on that one girl in the sewers at one point?
Yeah, I thought the newer one was still fucking terrifying as shit. But there's just something just terrifying about the way that the clown dances with its legs.
In the newer one, or the older one?
Older one.
The older one. The way it dances, yeah.
Yeah, this, it's just jumping side to side. And
I mean, it does it in both of them.
Yeah, but I mean, just the movements and the way they present the clown is just so fucking terrifying.
Really, I thought the scene where they go in the house for the first time, and then the guy breaks his arm. The kid breaks his arm.
Yeah.
And then he starts walking towards him really slowly. I thought that was a really scary scene. The way he walks towards him is so slow.
Well, I mean, when I was a little kid, the scariest movie I ever saw was probably, fucking Wizard of Oz. I'll admit that.
What?
The monkeys and munchkins scare me. Midgets scare me. Okay, I'm just saying.
Did they freak you out or scare you?
Freak me out. It's just, here's the thing. They don't do it anymore, but look, here's the thing. Just, short people can be some of the most terrifying things in all of cinema, okay?
Okay.
If you make a midget, there's this urban legend in Wisconsin about midgets that hide on underground networks and will adopt children in the middle of their sleep, drag them under the bed, and enslave them and eat them.
That's pretty messed up.
It's an old wives' tale.
Yeah, we don't have that in Chicago, but...
Yeah.
I digress.
So my opinion on it was the use of the clown, the use of cinematography, and just the sheer, just the way they presented it. Everything they did, the art of it all.
Even the music was kind of very, very lighthearted at points.
I thought the second one was just in modern day, making it more modern in my opinions. Just kind of lowered the scariness of the film. That's just me.
I was still, at some points the jump scare still got to me. Did you not, jump at the scene, where she's in the bathroom and he's just there? Come on, some of these scenes were actually done pretty well.
I'm not saying I hate the second one. The second one's great. I just think it's like the original Exorcist, too. There's just something about that cheesy, but still more... Just something about the lighting and the way the cable, twitters and, staring at those things, just twisting their heads around in circles looking at you. It's just scarier because of the things what they had to do with the techniques, I
guess so. I in my opinion, I would put it in the category as creepy, not scary. But we can have differing views.
Speaking of scary movies, what's your opinion on Stranger Things?
Stranger Things?
Do you like it?
I'm not too fond of it. I think it's cool.
Season 1 was scary as shit.
Season 1 was cool, yeah, because of that. Yeah, I thought that was
I mean, it's a good
provoking.
mix of Goonies, high school drama.
I hated the Goonies so much.
I like the Goonies.
I think that the Goonies, like, the more I've seen it in like the current times, like, I just think like, wow, this is just like,
yeah, racist as fuck, offensive as fuck.
No, not even because of that. Well, that's true, but like, I just think like, wow, this is just so cheesy that it does not like.
Look, I like the Goonies because it's like one of those classic '80s kids adventure movies.
Yeah, but
I like those.
It's just like, I don't know. It's one of those old '80s films that I can't like.
I can't stand Ghostbusters. That's my movie that I hate. I can't stand.
Fair enough. Yeah, Ghostbusters. Yeah.
The other ones I can't stand are Mannequin and all that shit.
What?
There's a movie where this guy falls in love with a mannequin and marries it.
What is it called though?
Like something mannequin. It's about mannequin comes to life, turns into a human being.
I've not seen that.
It's fucking gay as fuck. Pardon my language. I'm not homophobic. Usually bisexual and LGBT girls are like the most girls I have in common with. So, yeah, hit me up on Tinder anytime on Facebook.
Shamelessly advertising yourself.
But here's
Shale.
Shale.
What did I say? I said shale, right? I said shale. I don't know what shale's talking about.
Okay, fine. Back to the series. Another show that I really liked was Stranger Things. It's a perfect mix of high school drama. It's actually because of Stranger Things I got into D&D.
Wait, really?
Yeah. I got into D&D through a couple things. Pretty much, there's this channel on YouTube called Geek and Sundry, where they have a former porn star teach people D&D.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, you mentioned that.
Yeah. That's a pretty good channel. They do a lot of D&D live actions and shit. Something I want to do myself someday when I get skilled enough at it. Yeah, but here's the thing with Stranger Things. It's a perfect mix of the Goonies, a bunch of different genres, Cthulhu, horrorism, H.P. Lovecraft, because that's literally what those monsters are. They're like monsters from another dimension that want to enslave and consume all life.
Those are.
It's really metaphysical. The demons and monsters are really metaphysical from another universe. There's psychics and shit. It's all things I can relate with.
I suppose, but in my for my opinion on horror films, like, I don't like the supernatural crap. Like, I like more of the, the real life sort of.
Oh, like Get Out.
I haven't seen Get Out, but
Get Out's a good movie. It's really fucked up, but it's something that's plausible. Let me put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
It's plausible because in the end, there's a really fucked up ending that it really delves in like really fucked up psychological.
Spoilers. All right, continue.
There's a lot of psychological experimentation in that. And you really think about it, psychological experimentation can produce some really fucked up traits in human beings.
As proven the Russian sleep experiment.
Oh, that's don't tell me about that. Don't get me started. That is like one of the best creepypastas I've ever seen, but it's terrifying as shit.
Yeah, like when I
because it actually happened.
When I first saw that, like I completely bought that as well. I mean, it is real. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, it was exaggerated.
Yeah, it is quite exaggerated.
But that it had me going. The narrator had me going.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. My other movies. Now, season 2 of Stranger Things felt more like an action thriller, video game D&D sort of thing. It felt less like so season 1 is like H.P. Lovecraft's like horror game.
Yeah.
Because H.P. Lovecraft has like horror games, right? They have horror like D&D games.
Right.
That it felt more like a horror game, like from some dark fucked up thing like Warhammer 40K. Now season 2 felt more like a D&D, just a classic D&D game.
Yeah, I haven't seen season 2.
Season 2 is good. It's good. It's not bad. It's really good. It's not as scary, but it's really good. Okay. They kind of lost a lot of the fear factor going in there, but it's still a good season. I'd recommend it. Other films I'm interested in watching nowadays. Getting the horror genre. Truth or Dare. What do you think about that one?
Truth or Dare. I personally think the trailer is just really. I think the concept is really dumb.
I think it's really fucked up. I thought it was really fucked up. Really scary looking.
It just seems like a bunch of college kids like just being like, "Oh, Truth or Dare," and like
and there's demons involved and shit, man. It's good shit.
I think that other film, like It Don't Move or whatever. Like, what is the other one? Like the other most recent one that's coming out.
There's been a lot of horror movies that come out. Like, you ever seen Mother?
I've heard of it.
Yeah, that's a take on the Bible turned into a horror movie. It's interesting because at the end of the movie, the entire village, which represents humanity, eats the baby, which represents Jesus Christ, and humanity finds itself some peace after sacrificing the child and eating it.
That's pretty in depth.
Well, the thing, if you're a Catholic, you are an idiot. You're pretty much a cannibal. We have to accept that.
Yeah. That movie I was thinking of earlier is called A Quiet Place. So it's from the trailer. I haven't seen the film, but from what I gather, it's like they live in this like period where if you make a bit of noise, these creatures come after you, and you gotta, as the film says, keep quiet.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. It could either be a hit or miss. I haven't seen it, so
yeah. I'm kind of psyched for a movie that's not horror, but I'm just kind of psyched for in general is they're remaking Battlestar Galactica.
Are they?
You know what Battlestar Galactica is?
Yeah.
Don't quote The Office.
I won't.
I
fucking
hate The Office. I fucking hate The Office.
I won't.
Bears beats Battlestar Galactica. Makes me shit bricks of blood every time I hear it.
Yeah, it's just something that was picked up by the mainstream viewer. But what can you do?
Yeah, they're remaking Battlestar Galactica into a movie series, which I'm kind of psyched for. They renewed Stargate for a new season. That's pretty cool. The Stargate prequel series is pretty good. Now, moving on from movies, something I really want to talk about is music. Do you think music is dying? Do you think it's going to go for a good phase, bad
music
phase?
Dying? Even as in, like, people are listening to music
like
less?
genres.
Well, I mean, the pop is going strong as ever. That's
but it's bland as shit. The last good pop song I heard was probably Kesha Praying. That's a good one.
That's a while ago. That's really is a while ago. Like, I mean, the reason
I liked it because it was spiritual. I liked it because it's spiritual and it came from a deep religious sort of like suffering sort of thing.
Yeah, that's fair.
I fell for it.
The reason that you might be feeling that way is because like what they found out is
she was forced to do a lot of that.
Well, yeah, that's true. But independent of the song, like every modern pop song follows the same formula as in like melodically, right?
Yeah.
So they all use 4/4 time signature. They all have this rhythm called 3/2 clave, which is present in every single top song. Like you watch, there's a video I saw about it.
I want it that way is literally a combination of so many songs put together.
I mean, yeah, but
it's a rip off so many songs put into one.
But it knows what it is. Like
yeah, it does.
But no, like apart from pop, there's isn't there a sudden emergence of metal, like rock and metal?
Oh yeah, there's definitely heavy metal is really picking up again.
Yeah.
Most of my friends at MATC are. I have a Nordic friend who pretty much has blood sex with his girlfriend. He's like he's a Nordic. He thinks he's a werewolf. It's a freaking insane asylum. That's cool. I'm pretty sure he's in the closet furry.
The closet furry.
But I should say he's a really good DM. I respect him. Other people, MATC is just an insane asylum in general.
I can see that.
I enjoy it. It's my best. It's probably the most cool. It's interesting school. It's also a gamer school, so plenty of gamers there to talk with and maybe hit on.
Madison is like the complete opposite.
Yeah. Madison's just a gamer and nerd and sociopath college. A lot of creative people there just looking for a way to get into the business, and this is a great city to start out in. Please, Raven, take up my games, or Magic, or frickin' Wizards of the Coast. Take my worlds and build on them. Please.
Yo, you gotta really like put yourself out there if you want Raven to even look at you. Like I'm telling you, you gotta.
Here's the thing: I want to be a content creator. I'm working on it.
Yeah, but to be a content creator, you gotta like be a part of something big, and Raven's gotta notice that's something big. So you gotta. Yeah,
and I want to start small, like with Wizards of the Coast and shit, online forums and shit.
Online forums, yeah, but we there's gotta be like a physical meetup. There's gotta be a physical we want you on our team that does this.
So that's what we were saying. No, that's a good point. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Heavy metal is really making a comeback. Same thing at D&D. It's kind of like D&D is making a comeback because people are getting tired of all the new RPGs and MMOs, which are lacking the soul they once had.
Yeah, it's
and you want to create your own story. Skyrim was probably the last true RPG that followed the D&D soul because you can do anything and everything in that game.
Yeah, I think people are tired of the lore, maybe. Oh no, they're not tired of the lore, but
they're tired of the linearness.
The linearity. Well, I think Bethesda kind of intentionally did that to cater to newer players.
Yeah, I think so too. If you really think about it, the entire Elder Scrolls series until Oblivion was following a pretty linear line.
You mean like story-wise or gameplay-wise?
Story-wise, yeah.
Yeah, story-wise.
Arena was awesome. Arena was fucking lit.
Yeah.
You really travel around all Tamriel, fighting demons, going a randomly generated, open-world game full of dungeons, villages, all that shit. Great game. Yeah, but talking about music, People say it's all about sex and drugs and rock and roll. It's been that way since the beginning. But here's the thing. I don't think most rap songs are not just about having sex and getting pussy. Most aren't.
Most aren't. Is that what you say?
Most aren't. Most are not.
Why do you say that?
No, most are not all about sex and drugs.
I know, but why do you like what do you think? What artists do you think are like pushing that?
Chris Brown.
Really?
I just don't like Chris Brown. That's what I'm gonna say.
All right. We'll leave it at that. But I don't think that it's like it's definitely experiencing like so. I know Logic is one like proponent of like a fresh topic, and people are giving him a lot of flack for that. But like personally, I think that I really don't know what to think of like the rap genre anymore.
Yeah, it's losing what makes it rap. I remember the old days with Biggie Smalls and 90s shit, Ice Cube, all that stuff. Straight Outta Compton, that was good shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, we weren't around for those days.
I remember, when I was like 5 or 6 or 7, I remember.
You were 5 or 6? Well...
my earliest memories were, A, watching my neighbor's babysitter's kids play Star Fox 64. Second, I listened to, like, a lot of rap music when I was a little kid. Along with Eagles and Journey.
If you say so. Mine were a little different, but... Yeah, I don't think I like listened to music at all when I was younger. Like I just did not listen to music.
I've always loved music. I get into the rhythms. I just imagine like my own world and my own stories starting from them. I mean, I can just relate to Praying. It's one of the most beautiful songs I've ever heard. It's so full of the human soul, and I'm not a religious freak, but I am Christian, and I do respect it and enjoy it. Well, let me put it that way. I'm not getting into religious right here. I'm just saying, as someone who's been through hard knocks in my life,
okay, all right,
and that's been taken abuse by people, I respect it.
Fair enough. But
other songs I like would have to be Green Day's making a comeback. That's pretty cool.
They've been coming back with what?
Well, their last album they released was pretty damn good.
I mean, I remember they released Uno Dos Tres, and then that was, I don't know how long that was.
No, this past year, 2016, they released a new album. It was pretty damn good.
Is it?
They did most of their new stuff's like aimed at targeting Trump. It's kind of like a resurgence of the Bush era.
But I mean, I don't think you can ever go back to that. Like back then, they were like batshit insane. Like they used to like actually like do some punk shit, like they are things on fire and start like breaking guitars and shit.
Most of their music, they've kind of moved away from this pure punk, and they've kind of gone for this more political, more intelligent message. Like a lot of their music videos are targeted against like establishment, government, patterns, no free will versus like monogamy, all that shit.
Which songs?
Shit. Still not. I'm still breathing on my own. My hands above the.
She has a beautiful voice. Well, yeah, I haven't listened to them in a while, so I'll take your word for it.
They've released some good shit lately. And Evanescence, you ever heard of Amy Way?
I've what is it, Bring Me to Life or whatever?
She's made a huge comeback. She's really doing well for herself. Andrew's in Madison not too long ago. This past fall
concert.
Yeah, I was like literally 5 feet away from it, and I could not get in. And I was like tormented.
Oh, that sucks. That really sucks.
Yeah. Then there's Lindsey Sterling. Then there's Pentatonics. All that's good shit. All that is good shit. And YouTube is just becoming a future for music for people to like work. There's like this one chick on Patreon and YouTube who takes all these like Green Day, emo rock songs, and she does it to like 1950s and 1940s, vintage like club music.
Yeah.
You seen that?
You mentioned that to me. You showed me. Yeah.
Yeah, you should see it more often. It's pretty good shit.
Yeah.
That's just creativity. I mean, we're taking older stuff and revamping it. Which is not a bad thing. It's a good thing. I mean, there's only so much creativity in the world.
No, you can definitely like slightly off topic. We'll get back on topic, but a lot of people like hate on fan fiction, and
I love fan fiction. That's what my machinima is.
Yeah, right. Like people say, "Oh, you're just building on old content." Yeah, you are, but
you're putting your own spin on it.
Yeah, there's a lot of creativity there. Like, let's say a fan base does not like a certain ending, or they don't like how a certain character acts.
I love Star Wars. I go on like websites for like Star Wars, like Destiny, and they have these fan forums, like fan stories about these MMO worlds, and I just love reading them because people are like playing their characters in the world they're playing as. Yeah, right. It's like for the fans who love the lore and the world, start like whichever community is in, but you're just building on it. Yeah, exactly. Other things I really enjoy would have to be back to top music. Something that's really also taken up is just Patreon in general is giving rise to a lot of new artists on the internet, and
that's true.
Lindsay Sterling, Pentatonics, it's all good shit. It's really weird how the internet can now. It used to be American Idol that gave you rise, but now it's like freaking Pentatonics is giving you your place in the industry.
Pentatonics. Yeah, well, American Idol.
No, Patreon. Patreon.
Yeah, Patreon. Yeah.
Patreon's such a cool thing. I gotta get into that when I get enough support. Yeah.
So, at what point do you think a streamer or a YouTuber is
Dead.
ready for not dead, ready to start going through Patreon? Because I know there's a lot of
debate on that one.
Yeah.
Usually if you've had a few videos that have reached if you've had more than a couple videos that reach 50,000 views, and you're doing well for yourself and people know your name, and if you have a few videos in the tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands, I would say that's about the time to start doing it.
But at the same time, you gotta come off as though you have a good cause.
You have to create a personality. You have to create a personality.
Right.
There's a guy I know who's a freaking. There's pastors are getting famous on Patreon now.
Really?
No, I'm serious. There's literally an online dude he's wears tattoos and shit.
Mm-hmm.
He got a job as a tattooed a theist or whatever. He's a college age pastor.
Yeah.
And he's really liberal and really understanding. And
Really?
he uses Patreon to get for college.
That's pretty interesting. What, to get through college, really?
He wants to be a pastor. He's trying to get a theology degree. It's actually interesting. I like his work. He's actually really understanding. And he fucking hates all the other Christians, which I agree with myself.
Really?
He just bashes Christians nonstop. He loves Christianity, but he hates Christians.
That's funny.
Because I agree with it. Gandhi said those words.
Hmm?
Gandhi said similar things that, I like your religion, but I hate your followers. Pretty much. Also, not just that can get started on Patreon. There's really something even weirder than that. There's really a guy who is selling, freaking wood-carved Star Wars figures. And, based
People
off...
still buy those?
Yeah. People are, building, woodworks and selling them on, out in middle Canada, and are selling their product through Patreon.
Really? I don't know they could... Oh, I guess if there's a fan base for it, you could pretty much do anything.
Oh yeah, the internet's just it's a great thing. I love the internet. I love the 21st century.
I think we've hit music pretty hard.
Yeah, I think we've hit music pretty hard. I think we've covered most things I want to talk about for this week. We just have a couple last announcements to make. We will be making a major new video pretty soon, a vid doc about gaming and RPGs.
Yeah, we will.
And we'll be bringing our other...
Might have an extra guest.
Yeah, fuck yeah. It's about time we got Ajax in this shit.
Ajax, yeah.
He's a fucking dumbass.
Is he? I've never met him, but we'll see, yeah.
Yeah, we will. Alright, wait. What time is it?
Time? It's around 7:45 right now.
Shit, I gotta go talk to someone about a certain thing.
Oh, looks like Shale did not plan accordingly.
Do I have my cash I gotta go meet me with someone down the street from here.
Oh, yeah, of course. Alright, well, on that note, we will see you all next time. Thank you for watching. Keep your eyes posted for the site we're about to release. It's getting there. And yeah, thank you.